Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Good evening, and let's just wait a little bit. I hope some people will join us. So, today the conversation will be how to decluster your life, relationship, and everything in your life so you can set up correct intentions and goals and they can manifest. Let me just pin something so we can totally see the results of today. Hello everyone. Hi Yana. Hi Sonia. Hello Yana. And everyone, good evening again. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I really would like to share some information with you. This information I've been collecting for more than 10 years, and I've been checking on myself how to manifest, how to make magical and miraculous things in your life, and it's working. It's completely worked in every aspect of my life. And today, as end of the 2018, beginning of 2019, I'm willingly sharing it with all this information with you. The most important part is what I wanted to tell you. From this Monday till December 22nd, it's a very special time. Why? It's a magical time. The universe opens its doors and it's ready to receive your wishes, your dreams. It listens to all your thoughts, to all your intentions. So it is very important to clear up this space in order for the energy to flow and in order for the universe to hear about you. What you need to do is, first of all, to organize your life. And in order to organize your life, you need to organize your space, the space where you live. If in your house or around you, you have so many things that you don't use, that just stays there, papers, newspapers, books, or old things or clothes that you were not wearing for the last 2 years, they're all keeping your energy down. So first of all, you need to organize the space, to clear up the space. Maybe it's furniture, maybe it's your notebooks or something that is not serving your purpose, and that is, you can definitely change it out and you can remove it. So first of all, you need to clear it out. Once you clear it out, you will notice that energy starts flowing. And from this moment, we start working. The most important part today, what I'm going to tell you, is you need to really be specific and understand the difference between wishes, or let's say desires, and intentions. They're two different things, and how we feel and with which one we work, the universe hears each differently. For example, the wish and desire, it's something that we, let's say, send a message to the universe, but we attach to the result. We so much, the moment when we attach to the result, we create the fear of losing. And that fear is stopping the energy, the message to go to the universe. The intention itself, the secret of intention, that's why if you planning to become a manifester of miracles, or master manifester, as I say, you need to really be very keen and specific, understanding how your intentions and how you work with intentions. Because intention it's something that you believe 100%, you have no doubt, you have no fear, and you know that it's going to happen. You send the energy, and I'm going to teach you just a simple techniques how you can do it on your own. And if you like, at the end of this session, if we have time, like for 5 minutes, we can do like a little bit of meditation, and you understand just simple principles how to work with it. So intention is, as I mentioned, it's something that you send there, but you don't clinch to the result. You know it will happen today, in 1 month, or in 1 year. You know that it will happen, and you just trust the universe. You detach from the result, and this is when the universe is making things happen. The time now is very specific, like it's very unique. It's like gate is open, and that happens maybe this specific date is like 1 or 2 times it happens a year. So today, and today is today's 21st. So today and tomorrow, especially tonight, make sure and ask yourself, what do you want? What is lacking? What are you lacking in your life? Is it health? Is it relationship? Is it, let's say, abundance? Is it money? Is it the partner? Is it a new car, a new job? You have to be very specific. You have to be specific to the details to know exactly what you need. So if you have a piece of paper and a pen, just write down quickly, just take notes. What is it that you're lacking? What is it that you're missing? What would make you happy? A partner, very well done. Okay, guys, I see that you join, and we have people to keep joining. So my name is Natalia Fata, and thank you so much for joining me today. I'm willingly sharing this interesting information with you, and thank you so much. I really appreciate you spending this time tonight on Thursday night with me. So, going back to the subject, how to decluster your life, to open the space and set up intentions and goals for the 2019 correctly. So we're going to work on it shortly. I know it's a vast product, it's a vast, very big subject, but I will be trying to be keen, short and precise. So first of all, what I mentioned for those who just join us, you have to open the space. So you have to remove everything that creates obstacles for the energy to flow in your life, in your space, in your house, in your bedroom, in your bathroom. Everything that is old than, let's say, 1.5 or 2 years, remove it. Clothes, if you don't wear it, remove it, give it to someone, donate, do something good. I mean, share with the universe, and you will be given more back. And especially if you're not using, something is in my eyes. Especially if you're not using, but definitely someone needs it, so you can share it. And by doing this, you're opening your space. Second one, you have to be precise of what you want. Let's say, name 5 things that you want to have in 2019. 5 important things that will make you happy, let's say, or that will make you feel content. Something about, if it's a partner, okay, let's say life partner. This is a very different subject, so let's focus on life partner. If it's, let's say, abundance or increase in your financials, that's another thing. Let's say your intentions or something, let's say a very beautiful holiday, like let's say 5-star holiday somewhere outside, or let's say a new car or a new job or raise at the job, just name it. So put 5 things down, what you need, what you're missing in your life. Okay? So now you have to understand that there are 3 main aspects, the basic aspects that you need to work with. First, the energy needs to flow. We all, for the manifestation of intentions, we have to have a specific energy. It's not the energy, it's not the physical energy, let's say that you're lifting heavy things, or the energy that you operate throughout the day. No, it's a creative energy. It's a very subtle, very thin energy. And that energy is created from inside. Your body is always generating it. So it's very important to engage and activate 3 things in your life. How you breathe, because breath is significant. This is how we're taking prana. This is how we're taking life force. This is how we are actually connecting with the universe. So every breath we take, we inhale universe. And every time we exhale, we share ourselves with the universe. So everything what is inside, your thoughts, your feelings, with exhale, parts of you, particles of you, parts of your blood, or whatever your cells produced in like waste products or radicals or everything, you share it with the universe. So it's very important to be aware how you're breathing. If your breath is very short and shallow, maybe it's time you start practicing some pranayama, some breathing exercises. So breath is very crucial. Second one is nutrition. What you eat is what you become. If you're eating cooked food, you're actually digesting the dead energy. So try to implement more healthy, live food, juices, fruits, vegetables, food that was not processed, that it's like all, it was just taken, I mean, as much as possible. You can still have cooked food. I'm prefer to have raw food, but it's my choice. But I'm not here to preach the healthy lifestyle. It's everyone's choice. But what you can do, try to increase the number of fresh food. Let's say every day, set up an intention, like every day you're having a big salad, fresh, lots of greens. Try to have greens, and let's say every day you have some fruits or fruit juice. That will be great and amazing for the beginning. Later on, you will notice like the body start changing and your body will start asking for more, because this is how you receive this life energy, the energy that we are communicating with the universe, and the universe is connecting with us. So this is the second aspect of the physical, of the energy aspect. Now, the third one is movement. Our bodies are not designed to sit 12 hours a day at the chair, at the computer. Our bodies are designed to move. And every time you move, you're generating that energy. And you are moving around, you creating things. So the energy starts like, our body is perfect machine. It's like a generator. Like think about like how many nadis or meridians we having in the body. Like ancient yogis, like 5,000 years ago, they know already that we have 72,000 nadis. Nadi means the energy meridian. We have channels, huge channels, like the energy is how it's operating. Each organ is connected to it. So every time you move, these subtle movements, because we don't see it, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Because we move, we activate it. So fluids move, organs activate, we pulsate even on the same frequency with the universe. So it's very important to move. Either it's you doing yoga, even 10 or 15 minutes, any kind of fitness exercise will be perfect. You will notice, like in the morning before you eat anything, jump or just do some burpees or push-ups or sit-ups. I mean, just 15-20 minutes, you will immediately notice your hormones boost, you start feeling great, the fluid starts moving. So move. The body needs to move. The moment when you stop moving, guess what happens? You start becoming aging. Your body starts drying out. The movement is the secret of flexibility and, of course, miracles, manifestation, right? The most important aspect of working with intention is attention. Have you ever checked and asked yourself, where is your attention throughout the day? How many seconds you can keep your attention at one specific subject? If you're practicing meditation, can you hold your attention at one subject, or let's say at one thought for 10 seconds? Just, if you meditate, tell me like how many do you think you can hold attention with? Attention is such a tricky part. And it's, of course, it's related to the mind. This is where I'm coming. First, I mentioned about breath, nutrition, exercise, which was the body-related, physical aspects, which is crucial because this is the tool how we are feeling, how we are sensing, how we are communicating with the universe, and we're receiving all the goods and everything from it. But at the same time, this is how we're operating. Attention is crucial because this is how you're directing your energy. If your attention is all over the place, and if you cannot hold and concentrate on one subject for at least 30 seconds, how you can focus on your intention and send that message to the universe? Do you understand how it's important to work with attention? There are two main areas in our body that we are losing attention. Our eyes, because we're losing energy for eyes. We see, our mind jumps. Our mind immediately goes after eyes. So 80% of our energy losing is eyes. Have you noticed, like you're going on the street, let's say you're driving a car, you see something, and immediately your mind goes there. So your attention from driving a car passes to something that you saw, and you start creating a story. The energy goes there. Always remember, your energy is there where your mind goes. So if your mind's somewhere, this is where you're sending your energy. Working with meditation, that's why when you meditate, you're bringing energy inside. You start feeding yourself. You start feeding all your systems. You start feeding and increasing your frequency. So every time you meditate, you're actually becoming alive. on all senses, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. You feel connected, you feel present. So meditation is a crucial part to train your attention, but there are other many practices of working with it. So attention is very crucial. Another secret of mental part is being aware of the present moment. Unfortunately, majority of us, we love to live in the past, or another part of majority loves to live in the future, in the dreams, right? So our mind is designed like car window shields, like past, future, past, future, past, future. We never stop in the present, and we forget to live in the present. Try to really start enjoying every moment. Past, already past. You cannot return it, you cannot change it. It's an illusion. Future is just a dream, it's projections of your mind. But what you have the moment right now. And the moment right now, when you are present within yourself, you feel how your body is operating. You feel fully concentrated. You feel totally present and alive. This is where your intuition sharpens. This is where you start sensing, understanding things. This is where actually the universe starts listening to you. So being present in the moment, working with your attention, and at the same time taking care of your body, of your temple through breath, movement, or proper nutrition, you're already doing 80% of work. You're becoming a vessel that becomes like a magnet, and everything that magnet projects, any dream, any wishes. This is how when the universe is hearing you. So if you can just do this too, you're already doing 80% of your work, right? Now, let me tell you the third main aspect of working with intention. It's how you're communicating with the space. This is where the law of attraction, which is very popular nowadays, everybody talks about that. The law of attraction is stating that you have to keep yourself on a high frequency. The universe secret is it listens to the people who is in high frequency. Remember yourself. How many things happen just like that? Let's say when you wished for something, but do you remember the moment when you wished for that something special? How did you feel? You felt grateful, you felt very high, you felt very happy. This is when the universe heard your message. So the moment when you keep yourself that high, when you have no fear, when you have no doubt, when you have no limiting beliefs, and these are major things that we need to work. Every one of us needs to work with it, because this is something that is inside, and it's really stopping us from being happy, healthy, abundant, successful, beautiful, and ageless, let's say. So it's very important to understand that what our mind is projecting, with everything what you think, what is playing in your mind throughout the day, that is becoming your reality. If in your mind all the time, because you're in the environment, and some people, you think negative, guys, if let's say if you're having a very, just an example, if you're having a very stressful job, what your thoughts will be, right? You will be very unhappy. You will be always reminding yourself, playing in your mind how stressed you are, how tired you are, that it's unfair, the treatment, that you are not paid for this money, blah 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 blah. And that becomes like non-stop playing. And guess what happens? By thinking by that and being in that state, you're becoming a magnet. So you're attracting more of what you are asking, what is playing in your mind. Let me tell you a funny story. This is, I really love to share that story with all my students and my clients. Imagine a guy having a very stressful life, very stressful job. Every morning he goes to job on the public bus, and he's very sad, he's very unhappy. And his thoughts like, oh my God, I'm going early morning, I'm working till late evening. My boss is a very bad person. He doesn't give me a rise. He doesn't give me enough money. He doesn't pay me on time. He's overloading me with work. He's not appreciating me. and then my wife is not a good woman, she is not loving me, she become fat, she is not taking good care of me, she's not cooking nice, she becomes ugly, like on and on. My kids, they have bad grades in the school, they're growing, they're not listening to me, not respecting me, on and on, on and on. And guess what? There's an angel behind the guy and takes and writes down every single thought of this guy. And imagine the surprised face of the angel. My God, every day the same. So what I'm trying to say, the universe hears you all the time, but it knows when to answer your intentions and when to answer and give it to you. So you have to deserve it. Honestly, you have to be up there in order to deserve it. I'm not saying that you have to. It's like there is no rule to have it or whatsoever. But once you're there, the universe is communicating with you. It loves you immensely and it wants you to be happy, but it is not giving things for free. It is expecting you to appreciate what it is giving to you, and it's appreciating some exchange. For example, if you're always negative, what you're doing, you're giving the negative energy out, and the universe gives you good things. Do you think you will appreciate it? It's not in our nature. We're taking many things for granted. So it's only when you start becoming positive and you start sharing love, gratitude, positivity with the world, this is when the universe starts communicating and like throwing gifts at you. Abundance, everything that you wish. I can tell you lots of stories. My students, they know I'm always telling lots of stories. Like I have made, like my kids, my husband, and I tell you, when I was working with my intention about my life partner, I had a list of like 30 items. And now my life partner is having every single title. Like when I get back to, like, I forget completely about that list, but when I get back to that list and I was checking, my God, how is that possible? So I did something right, and that's why I'm sharing with you. Partner, we're going to talk about that a bit later. But money, like children, your job, new car, everything is possible. Please remember, you are all, and each of you, are the biggest miracles of this universe. There is no one like you. You're one and only. And think how much universe loves you. It created you in a very special way that there is nobody like you. And it gives you so many options. You can live this way, you can live that way. But it just depends on you. How do you want to live? If you have fear, because most of us, we have that belief system, like we are like horses living in that box, and we're so much scared of looking out of the box. We cannot even imagine having a salary, let's say, or annual income of 6 numbers. Yeah, we dream. There is a possibility that I would like to, but we are afraid of having it. For example, we want big money, but we are afraid of having big money. We want some, like, for example, ladies, not only ladies, gentlemen, we want a life partner, but we're afraid to commit. Do you understand? So there's always a conflict inside. So maybe before, or like maybe asking like for the intention, you need to understand, do you have a fear? Is it conflicting with your intention, what you're asking for? If you're asking for money, are you comfortable about the whole idea with money? Or are you having some doubts, or are you having some fears? For example, about the life partner. I'm just giving you an example. For example, a life partner. What if it doesn't work? If you start setting up intention with what if it doesn't work? What if it's gonna hurt me? I understand. We all been through a relationship when our heart was broken many times into pieces, and then you spend time to putting it all together. And of course, because you experience so much pain and suffering, we don't want to experience it one more time. That's why if we keep asking for the partner, but we're afraid of being broken again because we think that we know what's the best, so that fear of again experiencing pain is stopping you from having that partner. Or that fear is stopping you to being authentic you. One of my biggest milestones when I was projecting, actually manifesting my partner, it was I had my relations, and my heart was broken also many times. I said, okay, I'm taking responsibility for whatever is coming into my life. If it works, wonderful. If it doesn't, I know it's in the way. That means something bad is coming me. If it's going to be painful, I'm a strong woman. I'll work and everything will be perfect. And I was not afraid. Honestly, I stepped in and it was just miraculously. My personal story is a very different story, but not for today. So the fear, you have to really work, look inside and understand what is it. Like, is it conflicting with your intention? Not only conflict inside. If your intention will be causing someone harm, for example, sometimes wives or husbands, the intention for their spouse to change, that's not gonna work. The universe will not accept it, because your request, your intention for the change goes against the will of your spouse. You have to accept them as they are, and most of the problems is happening in relationship because of this. We create an illusion of a partner in our head of how perfect it should be. We start dating and then we figure out it's not exactly, doesn't respond with our picture, so we start trying to change the partner, and this is where all the time relationships are broken. The secret of a successful relationship is to accept your partner as you are and find peace. Because if you start trying to change it, you will be the one who will be suffering. That partner will be happy because he's happy. He or she, they are the way they are and they're comfortable with that. But you trying to change it every day, ooh, that's going to be very, very problematic. So that is just shortly about the partnership. If you have any questions, I think you can start asking, and I'll keep going. I'll keep going, and so work with it. Okay, so we talked about body-wise. We talk about the body physical parts of breath, nutrition, movement. We talk about attention, how to work with attention through the meditation, work with concentration, work with being mindful and living in the present moment. The other part is, again, connections, working with the space, being positive. Yes, Andrea, thank you very much for asking a wonderful question. What are the rituals? The rituals, especially around the full moon, and tomorrow is on the 22nd, it's a full moon, and no, 22nd is the full moon. This winter solstice is tomorrow. So the winter solstice from 21st to 22. The rituals are very simple. You have to, if you feel comfortable, you can create a very nice ambiance. You can lighten candles, you can put some aromas, some oils, you can dim the light, play beautiful music, create the space that where you feel comfortable and soft, that you can relax, that you can remove the daily troubles and worries, so you can stay with yourself. And this is wonderful place because you create a sacred space where you can connect with your intuition, with your heart, with yourself. This is when you can ask yourself what exactly you need in your life, how you can work with it, what is lacking in your life. You can take notes. You can have a special sacred diary, which is very personal, and you're not sharing your intentions or goals with anybody else. This is one of the secrets. If you share with someone the energy of your intention, you're losing 80% of it. So keep it silent. Make intention, write it down if you want to, keep it because it will be a reminder, and let it go. Trust the universe. So this is the secret of working with attention. But again, you have to be precise. You have to be in the present moment as if it's already happening right now. This is how you're going to be intention. For example, if you're expecting, let's say, a raise in your career, or you expecting, let's say, specific handsome boyfriend to call you, you're not going to say, okay, I'm expecting, my intention that John will call me, because that goes against the John will. In the present moment, without hurting anyone, your intention will be, I'm receiving a call, and I hear John's voice telling me this. Okay? So that's one of the examples. For example, I knew a guy who wished just to do nothing for, let's say, a few months, and just his intention was, okay, I have work, so I wish to do nothing and just lay down and relax. Guess what happened? He broke his leg, and for 2 months he was laying down at home on the sofa doing nothing. So was his intention answered? Exactly. But he didn't was specific. For example, one of the very common intentions, I want love. Be very specific what kind of love, because universe can understand that. You can fall in love with one of the artists and you can experience that great feeling of love, but that may not be mutual. Or you can fall in love with someone who is married already. It will not be your partner. So you have to be very specific. Another thing is, in your intention, you never put negative. There is never no. I'm not smoking. I'm seeing myself, I'm not smoking. That part no is not existing in the universe. So everything has to be in positive and present tense. Okay, I see we start receiving some questions. So let me finish with the rituals. So what you can do, ambience, write down. You can put in intentions, let's say for short period of time, long period of time. Okay, be reasonable, exactly. Or let's say my intentions for 2019, I want this. And that's it. You have to visualize it, you have to feel it, you have to smell it in your meditation. Sense it again in a state of gratitude when you are in the high frequency. That's why this ambience will allow you to relax, raise your vibration, and meditate on that. And that's it. That's very, very simple. And do it for at least 5 days. So let's say even once, sometimes if you do it strongly and your attention and energy is very strong, the universe will hear you immediately. Believe it or not, within 2 weeks, I cannot explain you why, but if your intention is accepted, the universe will give you a sign. If it's not accepted, maybe it needs some time. It will take maybe a few months, but maybe it will not. But usually intentions, they happen within 90 days if universe accepts it. I know my students, my best friends, after having session with them with intention, within 3 weeks, 4 weeks, life part, they were meeting their life partners. They were having race, they were changing cars, they were going, many things were happening in very, surprisingly very short period of time. The universe is really, really communicating and listening to us, but we are not aware about that. We're so much scared of our power, of this manifestation power from within. So hopefully in 2019, maybe I will be teaching you about that. That's what do you think about that intention of mine for you, if you're really interested to learn about that. So these are the simple rituals. You can write it down, keep it in your diary. And the secret is, I not prefer to write it down, because when you go back, you start clinging to the result. The intention is you set it up, you send it out to the universe, and you forget. You let the universe to deal with it. Once you write it down, some people say it's good because somehow you're already manifesting the thought, the energy you're putting into this real life. But the intention is slightly different, because once you haven't written what you desire, what you wish, you'll be coming back, and coming back will might create a fear of losing it, might create a doubt that it will not happen. Do you understand what I mean? So your ritual will be ambience, relax, meditate. You can, every full moon, you can actually work on one intention. Think about 12 intentions, 12 different desires and wishes for the whole 2019. How great it is. So be specific and just work with the particular areas. Right, okay. I think Ala, she asks, okay, I really look a lot of courses and my life changed to the better, but still I have an issue with money. Purpose, but I really don't know where is the problem. I'm grateful for it. Ala, can you ask yourself and look inside, what is your relationship with money? Are you afraid of big money? Do you think that money are dirty? Do you think that big money can only people, like those who earn big money, they're earning in a not proper ways, like criminals? I mean, because this is like what I used to deal. Are you having a belief that you're not worth for big money? There are many, many, many things, and it's all individual. Stay tuned. I'm preparing lots of interesting things in 2019, and I guess I will be able to help you with this thing. I promise. I mean, that's my intention, honestly, to help as many people as possible to share this knowledge. For everything, I live the moment. I'm really happy, but when it comes to money, okay, Allah, I understand you. There is lots of things. I think if you can connect with me, or maybe next Friday, I think I'm gonna start giving sessions every Friday, like kind of these live sessions, and where we can talk with people, and we can start like working on one-to-one case. What do you think? How do you like about this idea? I hope you enjoy it. You like it. By the way, just can you please give me some feedback? Was the information that I gave you today useful? Is there something new that you learned, or something that you already know? Have you applied it? Is it working for you, or is it not? I really would like to have some feedback from you guys. That would really appreciate to me. Thank you so much. Do you have any other questions, and any other ideas, like what I wanted to tell? Yeah, the most interesting part is speaking about the fear. There is one fear that is staying with us, unfortunately, because we grew up in the environment, and we're still in the environment where we constantly compare ourselves. That comparison, it has positive aspects, but it also has negative aspects, because comparison can motivate you to be better. But most of the time, comparison brings us to the negative sides. We lose self-esteem, we lose connection with ourselves. Okay, thank you, Andrea. That's a very good. So we're losing connection with ourselves, and that is creating a lot of conflict again. That is leading to the fear. There's one common thing that is not good enough, not beautiful enough, not slim enough, not successful enough, not effective enough. There's so many things. We always blaming ourselves. We cannot accept who we are. We're not grateful for who we are right now in this moment. We're not at peace with ourselves. Look at yourself. Look at your life. How many good things you have already achieved? When was the last time you, let's say, hugged yourself and said, well done, you've been through so much hard time, and look how much you've done. You overcome obstacles, you continue growing. Appreciate it. Give yourself some good motivation, like good pricing. I mean, you need it, honestly, you need it, guys. Okay, Andre is writing, what was new for me was the inner conflict between wanting something but fearing it at the same time. Yes, Andrea, that is one of the major obstacles that is not allowing intentions to happen. Because the moment when you have it, no matter how positive you stay or how keen and precise you are with your intention, it will not work, because your energy, that fear, will always keep you low. That fear will be closing that communication door with the universe. It's very important to work with this inner conflict and understand that it's really what you need to hear. Any other questions, guys, so far? Did you made your list, by the way, for 2019? What you wish? Is there any interesting I don't know, did you, like, for me, I put lots of challenges for myself in 2019, and I'm so excited to put them all in real life. Right, so how to solve it? Only things is you have to be present. You have to start looking and catching those conflicts. You start recognizing them, and this is when the moment you recognize it, 80% of it is already solved. The inner conflict is coming from the fear. Most of the fears are coming from the childhood. For example, Andrea, just give me an example of that inner conflict. If you like, we can work it out from here, from right now. Like if you just give me an example, what inner conflict you have and your intention is not working, then maybe I can help you. So let me just have a sip of water. I really like how it's going. We still have 19 minutes, so hopefully, fear of love. Wow, it's a very strong fear. Are you afraid to love, or are you afraid to be loved? Okay, wanting love, but fearing to be loved. Actually, I think it's not fear of love. It's fear of commitment, because it's your heart was broken many times. I can sense it. Your heart was broken many times, and unfortunately, you feel like you're so closing. And every time you have a relation, like someone comes up to you, there is a fear, and you say, like there's always a question: will it work? What happens if it doesn't work? Is it he really good guy? Can I trust him? This is what happens why lots of beautiful, successful girls, when you look at her, she's got everything. She's perfect for dating. But because they've been broken in their lives, and this is their self-defensive mechanism, they're afraid to open up. They're afraid to open the hearts of their heart to love. Men, subconsciously, they feel this fear in women. So for women, not only for women, actually for everyone, when a person has a closed heart and they're afraid to be broken again, this is when the real life partner that is meant for your soul for in this life will not come, because you will always keep him distant. The secret is you have to trust. There is nothing to be afraid of. Even if it doesn't work, you have to trust blindly and know that universe will find the right person for you. If you don't do this, you will never find the right partner. There will be partners and relationship that will be unsuccessful. You have to really step in and understand the fear. To overcome the fear, even if it's fear of commitment or fear of love, in your meditation, leave that fear. Imagine that it happened. And that's it. That fear will disappear, because the moment when you realize, or you play a story, okay, that happened. The man that I loved so dearly, I gave my life, I gave my everything, he broke my heart. What happened? Are you you? Yes, you are. What does it make? It made you stronger. Yes, it will itch, it will hurt a little bit, but that will make you stronger. And guess what? Your life will continue. You will not die because he broke your heart. So the moment when you experience that fear and you realize, that fear will disappear. This is how you work. And again, you can always ask the fear. The fear is actually our best friends. They're our biggest teachers. Ask, what is it that you're teaching me? Fear of commitment, what is it that you're teaching me? Fear of commitment, you're afraid of trust. You always want to keep everything under control. And you just need to learn to trust the other people, the universe. You need to give up and surrender to life. I know it's very hard, but this is the lesson that you have to learn. That's why the pattern in relationship will continue to repeat. If you are doing the same mistake, same partners will come, the same experience will happen until you learn the lesson. It's again, the universe is out there, it's listening, and it only wants you to learn your lesson. I don't like lesson. It's like lesson sounds very serious, like school, like. But you, let's say, experience what you need to experience, what your soul is asked, what your soul needs to experience in order to become stronger, powerful and better version, to be divine, let's say godlike. So everything what happens in our lives, it's our responsibility. We attract all the events in our lives. The moment when you realize and you take responsibility of everything what is happening to you, it will be much, much easier. Was it clear? Or do you have any other questions, Andrea? Guys, by the way, let me just scroll if there are any other questions. Please feel free to ask. I really would like to help anyone with anything, with any questions. All right. So what else I wanted to tell you? Yeah, be precise. So think of intention in like, is it already happening? And just be grateful for having that experience actually, and capable of dreaming and actually setting up this intention, because this is a powerful, and the time you start dreaming. When was the last time, this is a question for everyone here, when was the last time that you dreamt? You dreamt big, enormous things. Are you afraid of dreaming? Most of the people, they forget to dream. I ask lots of people, like, when was, like, remember when we were kids, we dreamt, like we had crazy dreams, and we had no even doubt that it's wrong. Will it happen? Will it not? We just lived in this experience, in these dreams, and we really, really loved that. Hi Feliz, merhaba. Ne kadar güzel seni görmek. Sorry, I'm speaking some Turkish to my Turkish friends, so it's amazing to see people and connecting with people after so many years being apart. Oh, so nice. Thanks to social media, really helping us to bring people all together. Amazing. What I was talking about. Completely lost the idea. All right. So, any other questions, guys? Again, hello to everyone who just recently joined. We've already spoken about everything. Space, yes, overcoming, and how the universe is hearing us. Thank you, Nicoletta. The other day I was reading your letter, and I miss you girls so much. I hope your life is going very well. Sonia, thank you so much. Sabine, actually. The question, when was your turning point in life? Did you have a moment that changed your life? Big time. I can surely tell you that universe gave me a very big lesson of detachment. I lost everything. I was completely broke. I was zero. And I was actually so much in peace with it. And the moment when I reached that point, you can say I reached the bottom, I felt freedom. I understand that nothing is holding me. I'm completely free. I can do anything. I can desire anything. And from that realization that I'm free, I'm the master of my life, and I'm taking responsibility for everything that is happening in my life. That was May 2015. Actually, April, May. Exactly. This is when I stood up. I said, what is happening? Where is my life? I have to take control of it. I have to take responsibility of it. And exactly, I started asking, what do I want? Honestly, I'm living without the direction. What exactly is important in my life? What is exactly I'm missing? This is how I start working with my own patterns. And I said, okay, I want family. I want not the father of my children. I want a life partner. The life partner with whom I will grow. A life partner with many things. Guys, I'll tell you, who speaks Italian, who cooks, who is family orientated, who wants children. Every single, to the hair, to the height, to the weight, to the heart, everything happened what I wished. I was remembering actually my friends with a a year ago, my friend Olga, we met in Dubai, and we were just both of us, I was pregnant with the second baby, she was married, and she was expecting the first baby, and I said Olga, do you remember that our trip to Tassos, to the Greek island. This is where we were asking ourselves, like, yes, exactly, what do we want? What kind of life partner do we see with ourselves? What kind of life partner I will feel comfortable? Let's say, how do I want my life to be? That was the moment. And the moment when I started asking these questions, guess what? I start finding answers, and answers starts coming to me. And that is how I said, okay, I want this. Few months, like not few months, actually 3 weeks, happened. And the whole thing, how it developed, it happened again. And every time, I tell you, until the exact number, this is how I'm working. Like, most of you know me, I'm a teacher trainer in Dubai. My first teacher training, I set up exact amount of students. Guess what? I started teacher training with exact amount of students. Second teacher training, I set up amount. In the beginning, it started with a few people less, and now it's exactly the same amount of people that I was planning with. How did it happen? I cannot answer you, but apparently someone up there is helping me, is listening to me, and I'm working really, really hard. I'm working every day, staying positive, working with my main 3 aspects, and many other things happen. Like every day becomes so joyful, every day becomes so wonderful, like miracles, like simple little tiny things that start happening every day, and like you're like, oh my god, I just thought about that, and just a few days ago, how did it happen? It's just like simple things, people keep calling, or offers keep coming. It's amazing what's happening, and we all have this power. I mean, I'm not telling that I'm very special. No, guys, please don't misunderstand me. We all have it. The moment when I tell to the people and I explain how it works, it's working with them. I'm not the only one. Lots of people, it's working with them. It's just you really have to find your true self, and you have to talk to yourself what exactly you need in your life. So let me just go through some questions. Oh, Sabine, thank you so much. Yes, we don't need to change anything. I mean, everything what happens is already happening for the purpose. Every experience we have, it makes us stronger. Sometimes we have to be put in a specific situation where we just like wake up, okay, why it's happening to me? Like, why? I mean, the reason when you're asking why, you start understanding that you cannot blame anyone for this because it happened. It's because you choose this particular reality and it happens to you. And when you realize, okay, if I choose this and I'm responsible for that, that means that I can wish and I can project, I can model anything what I wish for. And that is this realization that you are capable of doing this. That's a life turning point. So again, like as we yogis we say, go easy, go with the flow. Enjoy it instead of like swimming against the stream. Go with the stream. It will take you where it needs to be. Maybe it will be even shorter and less strenuous. Any other questions, guys, so far? We have like maybe last 6 minutes. So if you have any questions in your head, please let me know so I can answer them. All right. Oh, actually, the other day I read a very interesting. Just wanted to share. I think I will share with everyone in very soon. I read a very interesting story. Let's say not in this world, in a different world, in a different reality. There were people walking around with beautiful hearts, and there was one man, like his heart was so beautiful, so perfect, and he was so proud of it, and he was like standing out and telling everyone, look, my heart is the most beautiful heart in the whole universe. It's perfect in shape, it's perfect in volume, it's perfect in color and everything. And everyone looks at his heart and they say, yes, exactly, your heart is the most beautiful one. And then an old man steps in the front and he says, no, I disagree. I can claim that my heart is the most beautiful one. And everyone looks at his heart, and his heart is torn apart with the different pieces, and it's not responding to the shapes and some holes in the heart. That young guy come to this old guy, how can you say that your heart is beautiful? Look at it and look at mine, compare it. Mine is perfect, like in shape and everything is flawless, and your heart is like in the pieces like they don't match, I mean sticks around like an out. What the old guy says, yeah, you're totally right, but every piece that you have, that you see that is not matching into my heart, that is slightly there, every time I loved, I gave part of my heart to that person. There was a hole in that. If that person loved me, he was giving part of his heart to mine. That's why you see their pieces not worth perfectly, like setting up, fixing the places. Sometimes I loved, and I was giving my heart, I was giving a piece of my heart, but that person was not giving that, like, his piece back to me. So I'm having holes, and I'm still hoping that one day maybe they will come back and will give me. So I loved, I was broken, and my heart was torn, and I had many holes. It's maybe in the way, in the shape or in the look, it's not perfect, but what it's been through, it's a beautiful experience. And you see how many pieces I shared with the others. That young boy, he was so impressed, he was touched by it really deeply in his heart. So he went to that old guy, he took a piece from his heart and he put in one of those holes, and he was standing proudly with his heart with empty, with the hole, and he said, yes, old man, you're totally right, your heart is the most beautiful heart in the universe. Don't be afraid to love. Don't be afraid to not receive it. What is important is your experience, not somebody else's experience. If you love, and the love is unconditional, you cannot hold it, you cannot control it. The moment when you control it, this is where it becomes ego side. You have to just enjoy it. It's our innate birthright. We were given it from the child, it's in our DNA. When you surrender to that feeling of love, and you understand it's everywhere, it's in it's in every being, and it's every cell of this universe. Look at the sun. Sun shines unconditionally. It gives us warmth, it gives us light. Look at the Mother Earth, it feeds us. The nature itself, it's always reminding us of what is unconditional love is. But unfortunately, what happens, us humans, we become so much closed in our shelters, in our boxes, and we're so much afraid of sharing. We're so much afraid of opening up because we think that we know everything, and according to our wish, everything is leaving. So this is when we become very egocentric. So the moment when you experience that universal unconditional love, all doors will open. Like mystical events will start happening in your life. You just have to trust. It's how this whole universe was designed. It's all about the high frequency and beautiful energy. Guys, we have less than 2 minutes. I cannot express gratitude and your attention tonight, for being with me this 1 hour, listening to me, and I'm so happy sharing this with you. If you are interested, please let me know. If you have any questions, you can contact me. I will very soon announce new events and new projects in 2019, and I will try to be live every week so we can work on different aspects, and you can ask me questions, right? Tell me if you find tonight's session useful and powerful, and please do as much as you can. Remember, these 2 days are magical days. This is the time when you set up your intentions for the next 10 years. So dream big. Don't be afraid to be a child and dream big. Don't be afraid of this vast universe. Everything is possible. You are the only miracle in this whole world, in this whole universe. Trust and enjoy being that miracle. Really enjoy it. You don't have to be scared of anything. And honestly, my heart is palpitating. I'm really, really grateful. Thank you so, so much. And thank you for very sweet comments and beautiful questions. I wish you all the best. If I don't see you, I wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I'm looking forward to connecting and being in touch with you in 2019. I love you all. All the best. May the beautiful power of love be always with you. Shine and share your light and love. Bye. Good night.